Great. Let's do this. Great. Hello, how are we? Happy solar eclipse, everybody. This is Kate, Danus Celtic World. What a blessing it is to see you all today. I had trouble, lots of trouble logging in. I don't know why. I had to try to log in like 4 times. So I apologize for that. I would have been much earlier if YouTube would have cooperated. Probably everybody in the United States is on YouTube right now, soaking wet hair. Anyway, so happy to see you again. We are here with the total solar eclipse in Leo. What a day we've had. It has been a crazy day. I feel like I've been in the bizarro world all day long. And I've just, oops, sorry. It's just been one thing after another, after another, after another. And the one thing I can say is, though, it was a very beautiful day for solar eclipse. It was seen mostly up in the north, in many other countries. I got a glance at it on the news. They actually had it on the local news today, which I was quite surprised of. Um, this is a really going to be something that is going to change things for all of us, okay? Because we are having things go to the point where it is definitely going to cause us to be a bit more curious about what's to come, what changes are to come, and how we have fresh starts, this total cosmic astrological reset across the entire zodiac. We've had that. We have the Leo new moon, which is beautiful, very beautiful, that I can say. We've had the nodes move, which they're actually moving more on the 18th. Okay. Um, I have them moving on the 18th. Everybody's a little different. Um, and we also have Jupiter in Leo for the next 18 months to 2 years. And all this together with the North Node leaving Pisces and it's entered Pluto, it's into Aquarius, and then the South Node, the Dragon's Tail, K2, the North Node, Rahu, the Dragon's Head, but the South Node, K2, the Dragon's Tail, it's in Virgo, leaving Virgo, pardon me, entering Jupiter, that's entered into Leo again, 18 months to up to 2 years. It's a grand mutation. It's having all of these changes at once. It's like having a ton of Play Doh or a ton of different types of colored Play Doh in an art classroom. And we just take it all and smush all of them together and then build a little world out of it. Yeah, like that. That's how I feel today. Like we've just gone in and took all the different colors of in the big box of different colors of Play-Doh and taken all the planets, the Leo solar eclipse, the Leo new moon, okay? And Mercury in Leo sextile Uranus in Gemini. Uranus in Gemini is for the next 7, that's up until 2032. So we've got that going forever and ever for now. Mars in Cancer, sextile Chiron in Taurus. Actually, that's a really good placement. I like that placement. The moon was void course for a little bit. In the eclipse alignments that happened today, this afternoon, later on this afternoon, about 1:36 Eastern Standard Time, 12:36 Central Standard Time. I would advise to everybody And now is a time, especially in Leo season, and the Lion's Gate ends today. It's it'll have a shadow period, just like retrogrades do, just like the eclipses will. At the very end of August, there'll be that shadow period, but it's going to be tempting to want to spend money, especially during the summertime with everybody going on vacation or wanting to get new things before school starts, or as school has started here in Texas, going clothes shopping for the students, the kids, the college kids, the teachers themselves, their classroom, so on and so forth. We also have Mercury in Leo is expected to be really great, like this great exhilarating feeling. And Mercury's all about communication, conversation, ruling the third house. Third house is Gemini. Gemini is an air sign ruling the mind. Conversations, brilliant strokes of the mind, the intellect, stimulating our intellect, our genius, our problem solving, our analytical perspective, how we handle things analytically, financially, and that's great. I love it, delivering those sparks of intellectual ideas and productivity and bringing up opportunities. We still have Jupiter in the mix here. Jupiter is in Leo the next 18 months to 2 years long. Saturn is still retrograde up until the 10th, Thursday, December 10th. With that Pluto is going to be in Aquarius with Uranus and Saturn through that time as well, for that long time. On August 23rd, the Sun will conjunct the fixed star Regulus, which is a whole big part of this astrological event going on for the entire month of August, going all the way through until the end of the year. Okay? And we have this in a fantastic, it's like the sun is shining on us. We are the identity. It's on us. Putting the love on us, the validation on us, embracing creativity, letting go of what no longer serves you. Okay? Embracing, having the courage to say, I don't need this anymore. I just don't need this garbage anymore. I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. I don't want to have to deal with these people anymore. Go your own way. Goodbye. I'm walking up that door. You can go out those doors, kind of like in a fun house. If you've ever been in a fun house at a carnival, it is really, really a huge reset, fresh starts, new beginnings, new jobs, new opportunities, abundance. I've had synapses of clairvoyance, people getting money this week, people getting engaged this week. A lot of people in the collective that I've been talking to that lost stuff will find things this week. I lost my diamond ring. I lost my watch. I don't wear a watch all the time, only if I have to. Otherwise, I don't keep time. Half past the freckle. That's kind of me. When I'm not out and about, I let time pass on my terms. The solar eclipse in Leo is the sun. It's our identity. It's introspective. It's about confidence. It's about reflection. And it's not so much, and everybody say manifest, manifest, manifest. I gotta say this in the nicest way. Um, from a, and I'll say this as mildly as I can. For those of you that are not so religious, it may not pertain to you. Some of us that practice other religions, from this perspective, this is going to be a place where we may be, depending on where your your sun, what your zodiac sign is, what your sun sign, your rising sign, moon sign, not so much because that's who you are in private. But for the sun and rising signs, many of you may be questioning your religious beliefs, how you change your money, your spending, your saving, your bank account, how you go about buying things, or overbuying things. That's why I'm saying don't overspend. I see a lot of people overspending. Um, we still have Mars in Cancer, and that is sextiling Chiron and Taurus. Chiron, the wounded hero, the wounded healer. Taurus, love grounded, healing energy, keeping your feet grounded, your mind grounded, your emotions grounded, how you're thinking, security, foundations, being practical, enjoying the environment, love for nature, love for food, Pentacle sign, Earth sign, all about the material world, our physical world, our home, our house, our family, our fourth house. Taurus was the second house of money. Again, second house of money. Yeah, money, work, income, savings, our bank accounts, what we spend on our houses, what we spend on our 401k, what we're contributing to our 401k, what we're rolling over, possessions, the material world. Those things, now that we're going through the solar eclipses, the start of this solar eclipse today in Leo, it's all going to be about those material, harmonious things. Mercury in Leo harmonizes, by the way, Uranus and Gemini. I told you about unconventional ideas, sudden inspirations. Those things are going to be sparking up in our mind because Mercury, again, communication. Leo is fifth house of, romance and ruled by Venus. Lots of you could be falling in love. Many of you could be getting pregnant. Many of you could be ready to try the fertility program because you've been wanting to get pregnant and you need a little boost in that area. Feeling childlike and joyous and playful and stomping around outside and playing sports and being out and about, playing golf, playing with your children. It's a brand new chapter. It's urging everybody to step into your courage and grow a little ganoons. I'm trying to be polite, balls, and don't be afraid to step forward and be yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't settle for less than what you want. Hold on, please. I have some sage burning to protect the sacred space here. And along with some dragon's blood and some candles, which you will see when I turn the camera around while I'm reading our cards. For those of you that are in the corporate world, this is a great time. Business partners, second house, money, business deals, high profile deals, being the architect of, I want to say, mergers and acquisitions. This is your time to kick butt. You got a big window for the next couple of weeks to really blow it out the window, get that bonus, get that extra money. This is going to be good alongside being potent with doing and feeling that you have the oomph to go to college, higher thinking, higher education. That's Jupiter. Good luck getting money. I want to say for many of you, between now and I'm looking at my notes, by the 18th would be a good time. 16th would be better if you want to buy a lotto ticket. Okay. Or if you're going to go to bingo on Sunday after church, or if you're even if you're going to play cards with your friends on Friday night with the girls or the guys at a poker game, there's confidence there, emotional growth, grounding in your emotional growth, and intelligence for everybody. We are, and I mentioned this last time I was here online, we are going to have that grand mutation that's happening right now, which I just explained, between the nodes moving, the new moon in Leo. Leo's the fifth house, romance, love affairs, playing, fertility, childbirth, family, love, romance, marriage, self-expression, drama. Sometimes I don't like drama. Sometimes we might have a little bit of drama, especially right now. I want to say because Taurus is grounded and Taurus represents the second house, it may be about conversations about money. Taurus is healing from Chiron. Chiron is in Taurus right now, the wounded healer. We might be having some healing from difficulties we've been having with finance. From the second house, Mars going fast in Cancer. Cancer rules the fourth house of family, ruled by the moon. We have the solar eclipse now in the new moon, new ways with family. Cancer is ruled by the fourth house of family, ruled by the moon. So that may come into play a lot of things that come with the moon, emotions, and intuition. You might have family members that say, I think you've done this. Did you go and take, $500 out and give it to your Aunt Sally, even though even though we discussed we shouldn't really do that because we're kind of tight with money now, especially since Chiron, the wounded healer, is in Taurus in the second house. We shouldn't be doing that, although your spouse or your partner is probably not going to say that, but those things are in play. It's really great though. This is set a new chapter, set your intentions. This is not really a manifestation thing. We're manifesting from now all the way through the lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse. That lunar eclipse is going to be a powerful punch in the face. Many people are going to be losing things that they love, people they love, material things they love, jobs, money. Look out for your health. I'll go over that with you sign by sign here pretty soon. Jobs, we love. Health, we need to take care of. Our bones, we need to take care of. Creative passions. We need to focus on our personal and intrinsic hobbies and talents and unique gifts that are calling us to come and bring those out right now and hone in on them. So when we get to that lunar eclipse, that partial lunar eclipse, when things eclipse out at the end of the month, we have other things that we're working on to help us. Right now, I'm getting I'm getting it. I'm getting it's like a radio station in my head. I want things to be also known that Aquarius here is also ruled by Uranus and Saturn. Saturn is retrograde now, so we have a little bit of leeway, but we have Uranus and Gemini. We have Aquarius ruled by Uranus. Uranus and Gemini again. Uranus is the sky god. It's like having Zeus come out and say, okay. And you, no. Over there, okay, you get a pass. That's how it's going to feel right now. And you're not going to expect it. Because I'm having that, a lot of people are having that right now. You know? And at the end of the month, this full moon lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse is going to take things out. And Pisces is about illusion, delusion, dreams. Oh gosh. And now we're dealing with Leo. Leo is fire, passionate, energetic, going fast, going forward. Mars, energetic, the warrior, fighting, going forward, fighting for that passion, fighting for what we want. Creative, getting things done quickly, confidence, willpower. I got the power, like that song. I got the power. I can't sing, so, but have that feeling in you. A lot of people are having that adrenaline in them. A lot of people now, we're moving into the solar eclipse in Leo. Leo is all about identity. How many of us know who we are? What we stand for? Let's think about that. What we love, what we don't like. What are we happy with our jobs? Are we happy in our relationships? Are we happily married? Are we happy in our partnerships? At work, at home, personal and professional. We might be thinking about that. That is something we should be reflecting on and have been reflecting on since the last time I talked to you, which was 4 days ago, I believe. I have a schedule. I don't have that schedule in front of me right now. The dragon's head, the North Node, is always moving forward. That's the future. And I want everybody saying, oh, we're going to let the South Node go. The South Node never goes, because the South Node brings with you those experiences, like when you apply for a job. The South Node would represent the experiences you have within that job that you will bring to your new position that you want to get you to the North Node of having more experience, better job down the road, a raise down the road. So the South Node and the North Node, whether we want to put that into perspective, they work together, because without South Node things on each of our belts, it would be really hard to get to the future of your North Node without having your karmic past experience coming along with you to build you further up to your karmic future, your North Node. So I don't want everybody, I hear a lot of that today. Oh, I'm just going to let go of everything from the South Node, everything in the past. No, not everything. Because you need to realize, yes, you need to realize that the North Node, is your karmic future. And you, as you get older, it leads you there. Usually your South Node is the experience you have from a little child, when you come into the world and you're born, and our whole lives we're going up to the North Node. And it peaks. There is a peak, usually, I want to say 40, 42 on up, it peaks. And you see who you really are, what you really should be doing. How come I did these 25 jobs when I was in my 20s and 30s? What was I thinking? Oh my goodness. And now I realize I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. This is what I love to do. This is who I really am. We don't let go of the South Node. The South Node teaches us to bring those lessons that we've learned from the past and how we've grown to the North Node. It's going to take us higher up. The dragon's head. Okay. Rahu, dragon's head. K2, karmic past, dragon's tail. And, you know, a lot of us want to forget the past, and that's fine. That's a healing process that you might want to work on some Chiron meditations with. Maybe Divine Mother meditation if you've lost family members. Chakra meditation to balance your chakras. I can put that in the post area for how you can meditate, the music you can listen to, and the steps towards that meditation for you. If you put that down in the chat box, I can do that for all of you. That would be great. We have a lot going on today with our signs, and I really, really love this because as we move on, we are going to see a big change this week from how we're working. And I don't want to say through, I want to say working with the Leo solar eclipse. Okay. And we really should be. We really, really should be. Aries, your hobbies, your talents, your creative possessions, take them more seriously. It could be your true calling. Like I said, I kind of mentioned that for a reason while I was talking about that, for a reason, because many of the signs that I'm going to be going through are going to have the same thing. We have these gifts, talents, and abilities, and we put it on the shelf. And I'm going to say this from my own experience. I myself have put some of my talents and abilities on the shelf. And lo and behold, it came back to bite me in the ass. And I talked to my mother about it, talked to relatives about it who used to be in the living. And they were like, you have this gift. Why are you hiding it? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid someone's going to say something? Do you really care? At the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, no one's there but you. You have to look at yourself. If you're happy, does it really matter what everybody else thinks? Taurus, you're working on home and family matters while taking steps to better steps to support your emotional, intelligent, physical awareness and well-being while resolving family matters and home matters with your relatives, with your wife, your spouse, your partner, your children, your parents, your grandparents, if you're lucky to still have them in the living. Gemini, you're good to talk. You have Mercury is your ruling planet. Use your communication skills, sharpen your skills, be bold, be out of the box. You have paraballs. Don't be afraid to give your ideas and make sure that you're taking those tangible ideas and make them a reality. You are smart air sign. Air sign represents the mind, the intellectual capacity, and the emotional maturity. Speak your mind. Be nice about it. Be blunt about it, but be intelligible about it. You have the gift of communication, Cancer. Use it to your ability. It's your gift. It's your calling. Speaker, house speaker, consultant, boss, leader at work, team leader, child leader, coach, basketball coach, cheerleading coach, soccer coach, teacher. Great leader, great communicator, sharpen your skills, turn around, be bold, use your communication skills. Cancer, you're You have the strength of family and home. Fourth house, money matters. Take center stage. Think of how you can build your self-worth. Change how you value yourself and your own earning. Cancer is they're such a beautiful sign. You know, they're always thinking of others. They're always caring about others, working hard to make sure that they're supporting their families, supporting themselves, taking care of money matters, being center stage, very good looking group in the zodiac, very hardworking. Evaluate and reevaluate your self-worth. Change how you value your personal earning, your personal worth in your life. Take charge of that. Take the bull, take your claws and go out and grab it. You're the crab. Grab it. Go out and get it. Leo, pounce on that. Show them your powerful solar eclipse self and launch into your personal, story. Reconnect with who you are, your core identity. You are the sun. You're ruled by Venus. You're the heart. You're the passion. You're the love. You're the playful guy, playful girl, good looking, outgoing, powerful, personal comeback story for you. Reconnect with who you are inside, your playful self, your loving self. Remember how beautiful things that made you smile, made you laugh, made you make those silly jokes, those wise remarks that made everybody laugh. You are good at bringing things to the table and proving your point that this works. That's your power. Own your power. Hold on, please. Yes. Yes. Own your power. I like to sage before I read, clearing my sacred space. Libra. I'm sorry, I almost missed Virgo. I'm thinking at the top of my head. Virgo comes before Virgo. Make ideal time to pause and reflect instead of standing there in your planner and planning your goddamn life out. It's got to be. So you have to be such a perfectionist at all. Enjoy yourself. Make an ideal time, pause and reflect and have fun without writing in your planner that you're going to have fun. Don't plan it. Go do it. Go enjoy yourself. Go love yourself. Don't plan everything down to the T, and then when things don't work out, you're disappointed. Not just on the other people that things didn't work out that way, but yourself, because you may be a part of that team and it didn't turn out right and you just had your hopes up. Sometimes you have to love and let go and go with the flow. Go have fun. Pause and reflect and go have fun for goodness sake. Go and live your life. Bring a wave of restlessness to your life and go and enjoy life while you can. You have some hidden chart placements that are just screaming, I want to go have fun, Virgo. Virgo, go have fun, especially if you're single. Please don't be staying home every day. Do not be boring. There are plenty of things you can do. Go for a walk the dog, go ride your bike, go roller skating, go play frisbee, go see an outdoor play, go to a free concert, go to a movie, go to a friend's house, go cook with friends, have a cooking party. There are plenty of things you could do without spending the money and make friends and have fun and enjoy yourself. Let your hair down. Your chart is saying wave of vague restlessness. You're exploding to have fun. Your sign is saying, I want to go have fun. Let's make it an ideal time to pursue and reflect on how I'm going to go have fun. Okay. Libra, you You're all about the balance in life, balance in your career. Evaluate your social circles. You're going to feel empowered when you evaluate, step back, reflect, be ontologically correct, have ontological humility, sit back, evaluate your social circles, see how you can feel empowered, put your steps ahead of you, and make a plan from goals and watch groups from using instead of using quantitative data, use the qualitative data by observing others without engaging mouth, but using your sight, your ears, your other five senses to evaluate the social groups you're in to see where you feel most empowered to step away from those people that no longer serve you and make goals to go into groups that are more aligned with your intellect, your power of balance, feeling empowered, the social groups you feel like you belong in, where you can communicate, you can belong, you can communicate ideas, you can communicate about business, you can communicate with friends that have better long-term marriages, married for 25, 30 years. Their kids are all going to college, just like the things that you're looking forward to go to your next steps in life. Evaluate your social circles so that you feel more empowered with yourself, your family, your surroundings, your work, your career. You know, if you're hanging around the cooler, piddling around, cracking jokes, being a wise guy, instead of hanging around in the group who are closing up the mergers and acquisitions deal for that $2 trillion building that they want to put up over in, Scotland or Switzerland. You're in the wrong place, man. Yeah, it's fun to hang out with that guy after work, but it's not during work. It's not good. It's good to meet somebody like that you want to play pool with at the bar, but that's not the woman you want to bring home to your mother. There's a line there, Libra, and you need to stop crossing the line and hanging out with who you shouldn't be hanging out with, and crossing that line and going, yeah, that's good to hang out with once in a while, but that's not where I want to see myself 20 years from now. That's not where I want my kids to be hanging out with 20 years from now. That's not, that's not what I want to be or what I want to be around in my social circles, to feel empowered with those kind of individuals when I want to be, the CFO, the CEO, the owner of this corporation and that corporation, because Libra's got it in you to do that. If those groups no longer fit in with who you're becoming or who you are, you don't have to say goodbye, but it might be times that you're with some people and times that you have to be professional, and you have to draw that line and say, okay, this is okay for once in a blue moon, a couple times a year, but this has to be for me for the rest of my life. If I want to, do you want to stay here? Do you want to stay here, or do you want to go up here? The choice is yours. If you're in that kind of, that's what I'm getting from Libras, big time. There's a lot of Libras in the corporate world right now. Scorpio, your career ambitions are off the charts. All right, you're like Rocky and the career ambitions are highlighted in your sign, Scorpios, inspiring you to have major professional changes. You're aiming higher. You're doing the communication. You're walking the walk. You're talking your walk. You're showing people that you know what the heck you're talking about. You're getting involved in your business. There's no game playing. You're doing all the career ambition things that you want to do, that you want to have highlighted in your life. You're bringing that to the table. You're inspiring yourself. You're inspiring others by having them watch you and see, hey, I want to be I want to be like Mikey, the old cereal commercial. But instead, Scorpio, they're like, I want to be like this guy. He's ambitious. He's out there. He's going. He's making it happen. He's making business deals. He's going forward. It's being highlighted. He's doing a great job. This one is, she's corporate all the way. I want to be. She graduated from Harvard. She graduated from Rice University. She graduated from where? She's making a difference. She's professional every day. She's half an hour to work early every day. She's on her game. She's on the ball. She's got it there at every meeting. He's got it there at every meeting. They're going off. They're making it happen. It's highlighted in Scorpio signs, male or female, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Scorpios, war signs, you got this coming now, especially since Scorpio, you have that passion like Leos do. Sagittarius, as you know, and this is sun sign and rising sign. The Sagittarius, your pursuits are, you want to travel a lot. I'm hoping that some of you have a job that helps you to travel. Sagittarius, your old fashioned, or your pursuits are not, your old fashioned values are great when it comes to family, home, traditions, but your pursuits to travel and see the world and be a part of that world and make a difference, and allowing yourself to have that enthusiasm to spark in your life, to show it in your face, show it in your body, to show it in your health. You need to bring that out and accept that change that you want to have. You can always keep the traditions of being, having those passions of being traditional and pursuit of happiness and family and following traditions and things like that. But you need to accept the fact that your body is telling you, I want to go out, I want to travel, I want to see this, I want to do that. You have the enthusiasm, you need to accept that and make that a move forward for a lot of you. Maybe you want a career where you can fly in a plane and go here for 3 days, come back, stay home for 2 or 3 days, and go off on another plane trip to England for 4 or 5 days and close your business there with a bank, or a real estate investment opportunity. Capricorn, your balance is your practical responsibilities. You are so into being the police officer of the zodiac, practical responsibilities, staying on schedule, doing the right thing ethically, while allowing yourself and your intuition, because Capricorn, you are very intuition, you have a high intuition. I'm a Capricorn moon, and I'm a Pisces. I've got intuition, psychic, all over my chart. Anyway, so you have the intuition to guide you into this private and public interactions with people, putting those practical responsibilities in place. That would be great if you're a police officer, a doctor, or a lawyer, a scientist, a fire department head, a fireman, public servant, security guard, someone that works for military. If you are a Green Beret, if you're in that where you're a sergeant, a major, you have that Capricornian balance and with practical responsibilities about you, following through, following the rules, getting things done, doing your responsibilities, doing it on time, following it ethically, doing the right way, not taking shortcuts, showing up, doing the job, doing it right, and getting her done the right way, on time. And people love you for that. You're following the rules, you're following traditions, you're following your intuition, you're following the training that you've had that's guided you through life by doing the right things in your training, and you're moving forward. Don't stop doing what you're doing. There's going to be a part in your life coming up, not just this month, but going forward and the 6 months to the end of the year, by next year, this time, where you will see a lot of advancement in your career, regardless what your career is. If I've mentioned it and you are part of those careers, you're going to see it, especially a raise. Aquarius, close partnerships. You're the friend. You're everybody's friend, man. Aquarius, your social groups, friendly groups out there. You're the guy that likes to go to those political parties, those political, you know, groups. You're the guy that goes to the concert, the rock concert, the big. Let's walk for breast cancer, and there's like 2,000 people there, and you're walking with them, and you're cheering them on. You are Uranus. You are the sky god. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Radical shifts with close partnerships, close group dynamics. You're, the universe is inviting you to take rational decisions by joining special groups and joining special organizations and making a difference through making these bonds and making a fresh, taking a fresh start, a fresh lens, a fresh look at all these group dynamics, and being the Uranus Saturn you are, doing things the right way Saturn, and being the radical shift Uranus, and making a difference in the world by joining different partnerships, different group dynamics, and different private and public sectors to make a difference. That's who you are, Aquarius. You have no problem telling anybody what's on your mind. You're great at it. People listen to you. As long as you listen to others without interrupting them, that's Uranus going. Now, when you listen to others, it will be reciprocated. Okay, Aquarius, go for it. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of good Aquarians making radical shifts and changes in the world through practical responsibilities through Saturn, one of their rulers, Aquarius. Your other ruler is Uranus. Allowing yourself to get involved in with your intuition and balancing goals and practical ideas and staying in line. You're going to make a difference with Uranus in as one of your rulers, Aquarius. You are making the difference. You have the sky god in your ruling as one of your rulers. Pisces, channel sensitivity, your psychic mediumship abilities into productive daily routines, meditation, along with Cancer and Scorpio. That is for you too. I waited until now. Also, Gemini and Libra. Gemini and Libra have very strong intuitive psychic tentacles out there. Channel your sensitivity, meditate, take 15, 20 minutes in the morning. Total silence. Practice your belly breathing. Use your belly breathing in, not your body go. Use your belly breathing. Breathing using your belly. Practice using your belly breathing. Exhaling through using your chest. Inhale using your chest and let out with your belly. You're exercising the different parts of your organs in your body when you exercise and learn how to breathe appropriately. You also, when you meditate, you calm down your blood pressure, you calm down your thinking, you balance your chakras. You also balance the sensitivities around you, because I know for me, Cancer, Scorpio, the three of us, the three signs together, we can walk in a room and I can tell you, if I was a real biatch, and I've done it already, so people have seen me do it. If my friend Dee was on here, I don't think she's here tonight, but if my friend Dee was here, she was like, she does that. I've been known to walk in a room and I'm like, oh, and if someone come up real nice to me, I was like, come on now, don't play me. I know you think this. I know what you're thinking right now. And they will just look at me like, how do you know that? We all have it. There are many of us out here that have those sensors. We can feel it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Gemini. Sagittarius also has that. Sagittarius is a good reader. So is Scorpio. They can read people really freaking well. They're good in that psychic way. Pisces, Scorpio, your routines and your practical self-care, meditation, getting enough sleep, getting the 8 hours of sleep you need. Anything less than 7, you're going to start feeling your health, and that'll affect your 6th house. Because your 6th house is your health, your wealth, and also how you find work, kind of the work you do. The 10th house is your job. Your practical self